Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Suciotalk here with a very special guest today, Sarah Rundle. She is one of the co-founders of Truffle Shuffle, and frankly the backbone. This place could not be here without her. Sarah, how are you?
Great, Dave.
Awesome.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm actually I'm happy to have you on. You're probably the first front of the house person on here.
Awesome.
So I'm excited.
I feel honored.
Yeah, because I wanna change the direction. Not the direction. I guess I want to interview other people other than chefs.
Okay.
And I feel like general managers, sommeliers, like all those people are super important to what we do. And it's kind of cool hearing their side of things.
Sure.
You know, because all we know is our perspective, right?
Right.
So right now you're doing that truffle shuffle thing, but you know here at Suciotalk, we're going to go all the way back.
Perfect.
All right? So where were you born?
I was born in Newport Beach, California, in Southern California, and then I grew up in Irvine, predominantly.
Awesome. So, all right.
Safest city in the U.S.
There you go. There you go. Is that their claim to fame?
That is the claim to fame.
Is it like
Yeah.
written on their like welcome to Irvine?
It's like the unofficial town logo of. I think the official one is most boring place in the world.
Okay, there you go.
No. It's great, and
Yeah.
I understand why people want to go and raise their family there. But you just get to myself and everyone I grew up with got to a point at age 16 through 18, and it was time to move away and branch out.
Yeah, for sure. Why did your parents decide to move you?
Moved to Orange County.
Yeah.
I think because my dad's from Long Beach, my mom's from Colorado, and
Okay.
they kind of moved to that area, just having family local, and then ultimately decided it was a good place to raise kids. And my mom's a teacher, and
Okay.
so she knew that Southern California has great school districts. That's where she wanted to be for her career, and it all just kind of made sense for them.
For sure. What did you teach?
She teaches Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah,
snap.
High school Spanish.
All right, what do you got? Speak Spanish.
None. Zero. So embarrassing.
I had to ask. It's okay.
Yeah, but somehow I am not one of her students.
Yeah.
But I opted into taking sign language in high school, actually.
Okay, there you go. You're like, I don't want to talk to you, Mom. Not in another language
No.
either. What'd your dad do?
He's an attorney,
Oh, okay.
actually.
All right.
Yeah. So he does more arbitration, but that's his background.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Cool. So, growing up in your household, any brothers, sisters?
I have a younger brother.
Cool.
He is now, let's see, how old are 96 babies now?
Oh, man. I don't know. 89 is 32.
25?
Yeah, about.
Yeah, he's almost 25.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He does, and I always have to think about this because it's one of those jobs that it's obviously not in the hospitality world.
Yeah,
so
for
I have
sure.
to think about what he actually does.
Yeah.
No, he does. He works for a larger company and does a lot of insurance quotes.
Okay.
For larger companies, and like workman's comp and evaluating those claims.
Heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not super exciting, but he loves it, and his passion's music, and it gives him time to be able to.
Yeah,
do
to
both.
be able to do
Yeah,
music.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, there's something to be said for people that don't work in their passion. They
Right.
just sort of do their job and then they have other interests.
Yeah, I would say it's arguably easier for those people to, go not take their work home with them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Which I wish that.
Yeah, you wish you could just clock out and be like, all right, see you guys
Right,
later.
See you tomorrow.
But it's like, most times as a chef, there's a jus on the stove. There's something in the oven, roasting or whatever it is. And I'm sure for front of the house, like, got to order the wine and you got to...
Right, and even
know.
that, it's thinking about it too. It's like, you're like, oh, how did my pairings go off today? Like, was my
Yeah.
recommendation, like, did they like it? And so, interacting with guests in the front of the house as opposed to, chefs in the back of the house that, do get some interaction with guests. But I would say we're honestly the kind of that intermediary. I'm always left with a feeling where I'm thinking days and weeks and months after, like, did they really like that experience? How was it? Should I could have spieled that better, or I could have suggested something. Now that I know this, I should have suggested this wine instead, or, X, Y, and Z. There's always that lingering thought behind it.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And how was the meals at your home? Were you guys eating out or home-cooked meals?
That's a great question. My mom always cooked dinner.
Okay.
We ate out on special occasions, but it was not a common thing. But for her, it was very simple.
Yeah.
It was And honestly, when my dad could cook too, like he was a little bit better of a cook growing up. I think he enjoyed like kind of that gourmand lifestyle, which is, I think, what inceptioned my mind into get into fine dining.
Okay.
But she would make, rice and steamed vegetables and, chicken breast. Like, very straightforward and super simple, and salad or pasta, things like that.
Awesome.
But it was pretty tame.
Yeah. And then when you did go out, did you go just to regular type, Chili's? Because I know for my mom, that was like fine dining. We
didn't. I have to say, the first time I ever went to like a Red Lobster was like a year ago.
Oh, wow.
With my sister-in-law. So
there you go.
We never really went to, places like Chili's or
Red
Red
like
Lobster or Sizzler or anything like that. But there were, because it was only like birthdays or anniversaries.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the Chart House or, like Morton's or kind of those like other chains, I suppose.
All right. Very cool.
I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Morton's Steakhouse. I've yet to try it, but I see a lot of them here, and I'm like, maybe I should.
Sure.
But I was actually talking to somebody the other day about steakhouses, and I base my diet mainly around if I can eat rice, right?
Okay.
So I generally don't go to regular steakhouses because most times they don't have rice.
That's right.
But I will go to a Brazilian steakhouse because they always have rice. So that's how I make my steakhouse decisions.
I like that. That's a great point.
And then so when did you first start getting interest in cooking?
I was more drawn in by the beverage side of things.
Okay.
And then I think cooking just came kind of secondarily. And, my mother and I always baked growing up. And so she had a lot of family recipes that we would recreate around the holidays.
Yeah.
And so that's where I found myself in the kitchen most early on, which is funny to think back on now because she was very... I would say it was like I enjoyed it as a pastime, but I wouldn't say it was like a fun pastime. She was very serious about not wasting ingredients. And so whenever we were to like bake or try new recipes or bake cookies or something, if I had messed it up and we had to throw the batch away somehow, it was like being grounded.
Oh, wow.
It was high pressure.
Okay.
Cookies. But I think that's where I first kind of was introduced to the kitchen. And then when I was in college, I was, kind of bartending my way through school.
Yeah. What did you go to school for?
Actually, my degree is in documentary photography, and I have a minor in art history.
What? Damn. Mm-hmm. All right. So, I guess I'm going back here, but in high school, were you into that?
I was. I thought I was going to be an animator.
Okay.
Really wanted to work for Disney or Pixar, and that's what I was passionate about.
Yeah.
And then I went to a pre-college summer program in San Francisco for animation. At 16, somehow my very protective mother decided that at age 16 it was a good idea to ship me off to San Francisco for the summer, on my own, which was pretty life-changing, but also great. Obviously, I'm still in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
But... Sorry, go back. What were we talking about just then?
I don't know.
No, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. This happens to everybody on a daily basis. Like, I forget, when I go to the airport and they ask me what my birthday is out of nowhere. What's your birthday? And I'm like, or how old are you? Like, I answer that in the wrong way all the time. Right. I'm like, 33. I'm like, I'm not fucking 33. I'm 31. I'm about to be 32 this year. So it's like, why did you say that, David? Like, what is wrong with you? But it's all right. That's why it's Suciotalk, baby. These people are relaxing in their cars. It's all good.
Perfect.
So I think we were talking about you got.
In high school, if I was interested in
left in San Francisco.
Yeah, sorry. So I went. I went to San Francisco. I thought I wanted to do that. Ultimately, I did not enjoy. I am much more an analog kind of person as opposed to technology.
Yeah, of course.
So I found that I was not in love with animation like I thought I was. I still loved drawing, but my professor at the time suggested, he was like, hey, what's your other interest? We want to make the most of the summer, and pointed me in the direction of a darkroom photography class.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it, and I was hooked.
Whoa.
Forever.
Okay.
I love it. I still shoot 35mm film. I refurbish old Brownie cameras. And I just...
Brownie cameras?
Yeah, so it's like a box, kind of a box camera.
Yeah.
That comes in a little square. And the film that was traditionally used for these cameras doesn't exist anymore.
Uh-huh.
So you can adjust it slightly and then process 35mm film in it.
Yeah.
But they're super funky.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool. So I have about 3 at home.
Awesome.
But yeah, so I was in love with photography. I eventually went to a different art school when it came time to head off to college.
Yeah.
Still one in San Francisco, but one that had a better kind of turn your passion into a career approach, and I really thought that was valuable at the time. You know, obviously, I'm not doing anything professionally with photography anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But I decided I really wanted to get into film, but I didn't want to do fine art photography.
Yeah.
And so this major of documentary photography was just kind of being established at the school, and I realized that I wanted to be able to use film to tell a story. And so then I got more into being forced to shoot in digital a little bit more. I got kind of forced into that realm, and doing more, just your general ed classes in art school are kind of like do product photography and take Photoshop classes and things like that. So I was forced into the digital realm too, which then my last big professional project was I actually helped... SpaceX was retiring an old facility where they built the thrusters for the Apollo space engines.
Wow.
And so I got to document that facility in stills before they were to go out of business.
Sarah, what the fuck? You're over here like, I'm not interesting. I don't want this interview. What the fuck, man? This is awesome.
Yeah, so that was... honestly, it was like this 100,000 square foot warehouse.
Yeah.
That was absolutely incredible. And there's this kiln that they would fire these pieces in. There's only 2 in the world, and one's in Russia, and one was in this facility still.
Whoa.
And that was the only part that was going to be saved and like taken over to the new facility.
Yeah.
But that was crazy. And it was me and 2 other people in this like 100,000 square foot building.
So you can walk inside this kiln. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's huge.
Where does the fire come from in this kiln?
I can't.
Is it like jet engines?
Yeah, almost. There were like thrusters underneath. Honestly, think about like almost like a stock, a stock burner.
Yeah,
that's got multiple rings.
Exactly.
Right. It was kind of like that, but that was on a level beneath the ground.
Yeah.
There was like a floor underneath there, and then they would light that up, and then it would heat the kiln, and the kiln would come together on both sides, kind of like a clamshell.
Yeah.
It was super unique, but anyway, that.
Whoa, cool.
Yeah, just being in this building was crazy because I was alone
for
3 days, just like getting to walk around, and I have to admit,
was it sort of eerie?
It was.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
What up, guys?
How you doing?
Good.
Jason from Truffle Shuffle here, crashing the podcast.
How's it going?
Lovely husband of Sarah Rundle.
Once in a while.
That's right. We're chilling. We're at the part where she's taking pictures in a what was it? The
old SpaceX facility.
SpaceX facility.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dope.
It'd be funny if he was like, I don't know what that is. What story?
She told me about it when we first got together.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was telling her before, I was like, she's like, I don't think I'm very interesting. I don't know. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? This first 13 minutes is amazing. I don't know how we're going to top it.
Sarah's...
Fuck yeah.
Sarah's our shining gem here at Truffle Shuffle.
I know. She really is.
Hard day, brother.
Love you.
Fuck yeah. I love you, Jason. Awesome. We're in what, Studio 4?
Yeah.
We're in Studio 4 at the Truffle Shuffle headquarters.
Built out of a lovely shipping container.
Yeah. What do you got? Four stacked on top of each other?
Yeah. There's two smaller square units on the bottom, and then this is a full size.
Got you on top. Okay.
On top,
Yeah. It's pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It looks like, and I heard Tyler say this, the Ready Player One. The movie. Yeah. That movie's amazing. That's a good movie.
I know. I convinced Tyler.
Check it out. Ready Player One. It's awesome. I mean, I know because when you explain it's about a video game world, and it's like, I'm good, bro. I don't want to watch that.
Maybe
but
I'm not like a video gamer